Justin, it's a pleasure to see you again and talk about this film. It's an interesting character to consider because on one hand, there's a lot we can all relate to about him, his ambition, his youth. On the other hand, a lot of things we can't understand about him. So what was your best approach for him?
For this, I think it was, you know, just keep it simple. It's rare that I get to play the protagonist in a film and you know, the guy in the movie that the world is revolving around. And so I actually spent a lot of time with Ben on set and talking about the relationship between these two characters and how to connect the dots in that way, so that it didn't seem so obvious which direction the movie was going.
I thought that was an interesting element about students and online life. What did you discover most statistically? About students taking part in online gaming and things like that.
Yeah, you know, I didn't know much about online gaming before studying up for this movie. I don't know what the stats are on students who are in that. You're talking about being in that specific situation?
Yeah, you know, in modern times.
I don't know what the statistics are on that. Do you?
No, absolutely not. I thought it was interesting that students did engage more into it.
I liked the irony of Richie's situation where the only way he can pay his tuition is to be an affiliate for this online gaming site, and gets caught doing it, and then decides to go onto his own site that he's an affiliate for and gambles all his money away. So I thought there was an irony there, and you know, the stakes are high for people like that who are trying to pay their tuition.
Yeah, no, absolutely. What did you most enjoy about Ben as an actor? He's got this great sense of humor about him as well.
I think that, like you just said, I think his sense of humor and his charm played very well for this character. And it's rare that you get to see him play a character like this. So, but we just had a great time on set. I mean, he was so informative of the process. He's such a great filmmaker. He was so informative of the process, and he just made the movie better. You know, even off camera, made the movie better.
There's a sense of fascination for the character of Block. Did you ever have that when you were very young, starting out, being fascinated by someone in your industry?
Yeah, you know, I grew up in a small town where I probably listened to the radio more than I watched television. So I don't think so. You know, I don't know that I was specifically fascinated with one. My biggest idol growing up was Michael Jordan. So I guess that's it. I was a big Michael Jordan fan.
Yeah, well, quite a great guy to be fascinated by.
Yeah,
so amazing.
He won a lot of games, is what I hear. Yeah.
A little bit successful. The more successful you get as an actor and as a singer, the less time you have for each. So is it a dilemma sometimes to find the right time for the right projects?
Everything you just said is not, you know, my thought process is a little bit different. I think I just go from project to project. I think the most important thing to gain from what you're pointing out is that you have to make some time for yourself, you know, and I think that's really important. But yeah, I just kind of go from project to project. It was not in the plan for me to have a movie and an album coming out within days of each other. So that was not part of the plan. But sometimes it happens that way, and you can't, you know, I don't do projects because of the schedule. I think if it's all about, you know, if it inspires you in that way.
The character wants to be rich and famous. Your fans on my show wanted to know if you ever wanted to lead a more ordinary life, or is it?
You know, I guess it's wrong to say that I live an ordinary life, but I feel like it's as ordinary as possible when I'm not working. I spend time, I like to spend time with my family and friends and do the same things that everyone else does. So I don't know. I guess I look at it as I just have a really cool job.